stop them. And then you, paid by the feds, are going to run around saying, it never happened. No, they don't want our guns. They didn't take guns in Katrina. Oh, it's sick. Okay, we're going to go to break. I'm going to come back and get into what's happening in a bunch of other news, including Massachusetts. And there's just so much more to cover. But we're the good guys. We're the people following the law, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. The government is nothing but a receivership body, the muscle for foreign banks to rob you. It's very simple.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
One major world crisis away from having a totalitarian type of system.
The main event is the wholesale destruction of the world economy.
The push for every nation on the globe to identify and number all of its citizens.
Friends, I hope that you will order Shadow Government from Infowars.com. We also have some specials where you can get some of our other films half price when you order Shadow Government. A new level in production quality and in information. It exposes how a cashless society, surveillance beast grid of total control is being put into place. This film needs to be seen. Everybody needs to get it. So order yours today. Show it to your friends, your family, your church, your neighbors, your boss, your employees. Shadow Government, ladies and gentlemen. Get your copy at Infowars.com today. Shadow Government. It gives Big Brother a black eye. Available at Infowars.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139. Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As we're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
They have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today, seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at prisonplanet.tv.
Studies have shown that many people do not get the proper vitamins and minerals necessary to maintain good health. With so many places to choose from, deciding where and what to buy can be a lengthy, frustrating process. The answer is simple. PureBulk.com. PureBulk.com has over 150 bulk wholesale nutritional products in stock, including vitamins, super antioxidants, amino acids, and herbal extracts. PureBulk.com's products contain no fillers, no additives, no fancy retail packaging, and no minimum purchase, allowing you to save 50 to 90% over store-bought supplements. PureBulk.com carries atomic iodine, red wine extract, ginkgo biloba, oil of oregano, natural coffee caffeine, L-arginine, resveratrol, hyaluronic acid, creatine, curcumin, pine bark extract, grape seed extract, and more. For prices, additional products, and more information, visit PureBulk.com. That's PureBulk.com. Or call 406-251-3270. That's 406-251-3270 today.
Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central. That's 12 noon to 4 p.m. We're here live. I come back Sundays live, 4 to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to hit a couple news stories here. Then we're going to Larry Pratt, the real constitutional expert. I asked him during the break, I said, what do you think of this Austin case? He said racketeering. So, and they have one of the most high-powered legal teams out there. We're going to tell you what he's looking at doing coming up in just a moment. But before we do that, I want to tell you about a few of the sponsors that we have here, ladies and gentlemen, that have made this radio show possible. One of them is MySolarBackup.com. It's a great little solar-powered panel. The unit, the control system, the little battery pack can run several large appliances. You can get a bunch of them and run your whole house. Just a great system. Our listeners have given us wonderful reviews of this. And so I hope everybody will visit mysolarbackup.com, mysolarbackup.com. The government doesn't own the sun yet, folks. So visit mysolarbackup.com today. Very affordable, great little units, great for camping, you name it. 877-327-0365, 877-327-0365, mysolarbackup.com. Continuing, the great family of hidden video cameras, sunglasses that are self-contained that shoot video and audio, hidden diginet.net pins. It's diginet.net, diganet.net. They just have a bunch of great systems. There's banners on Infowars.com. It has the date time-stamped on it for legal purposes. We need to protect ourselves against Big Brother by fighting fire with our own individual liberty system. Diginet.net. Check them out today. They've got the best prices I've found out there, bar none, and a whole bunch of great surveillance systems for everybody out there that wants to find out more. And then, of course, you also support us by visiting Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.com, the online video bookstore, Patriot Apparel shopping carts with the best videos, books, material information, huge discounts, free T-shirts, free DVD deals we're running right now. So check those out at Infowars.com or call and ask 888-253-3139. Okay. Amazing Senate battle heads to the finish line. We've talked about this some. You have this Ted Kennedy seat that supposedly nobody could get, key senator position. You have Democrats in the House leaving or saying they're going to leave their party. At the state level, they're leaving. This isn't just a realignment like people mad at Bush for some bad stuff he did, trying to put Obama in to change it. He's now betrayed them. He's got the lowest approval rating of any president 1 year in ever, and it's the 1 year anniversary in 2 days of his year in office. And to have this most powerful Democratic position in the country, the strongest, most powerful Senate seat, the most ironclad, supposedly, that they had. It looks like it's going to go to Scott Brown right now, unless they have election fraud. And this Martha Coakley is in deep trouble. And this is a message. I mean, the Democrats on their open borders, their gun grabbing, their lies, they're continuing the Patriot Act, their gun control. They are in deep trouble. And Larry Pratt's been involved in this race, so I first want to get his take on what's happening there. Larry Pratt, the head of Gun Owners of America, the only big national, there's some other small groups that are great like JPFO, but this is the only real national group that actually defeats gun legislation against the Second Amendment. Good to have you here, Larry.
Thank you so much. It is good to be with you. Yeah, this race is really a barn burner. It's something that it seems like Brown is probably winning, and it also very much looks as if Coakley is doing her best to lose. Nothing goes right for this poor woman. Her husband is a retired Cambridge, Massachusetts police officer. His union voted overwhelmingly to support Brown. So it doesn't look like it's going to go well for her tonight. And if the margin for Brown were sufficient, over 5 points, I would imagine, that's probably pushing it beyond where they can steal it and not cause further outrage. So we've endorsed Brown, not because we know he's not going to be John Wayne, but because he has made one of the two central issues of his campaign that he will vote against socialized medicine. And since that is bad news for all Americans, including gun owners, well, better a crooked stick if that's all we have with a rabid dog coming at our throat. So that's where we are, and I think it will signal that Democrats in other places, and also if we do our jobs right, Republicans in name only, the so-called rhinos, they all should go. We start in the primaries this year, get rid of the rhinos. We've endorsed, for example, Patrick Hughes in the Illinois race. Mark Kirk is a very liberal. He's like Didi Scozafava, that New York very liberal assemblywoman in that special U.S. House race last year.
We need to target the anti-gun people, the socialists, the big government people, and get rid of them.
Absolutely. And the early voting has already begun in the Illinois primary. So people ought to go to Patrick Hughes' website. Sorry, I don't have it at the top of my head, but it's not a biggie.
They know the race. And what about Deborah Medina running for Republican here in Texas?
She